Welcome to this week's edition of CPR's Clubhouse Live. My name is CPR Jose Ortiz. I'm your host, and joining us right now, we have the CPR's Unofficial Official Award 2021 winner of Best Male Freestyle Artist of the Year. We have Nelson Rego with us. Nelson, how are you?
I am doing fantastic, Jose. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. To move forward with 2022, we're just, a few weeks in. We want to make sure that we still discuss 2021 and we discuss the people that made a good impact in 2021. Now, you were one of those artists that in the beginning, when you first got into the freestyle genre, I said no to because I felt that even though the community was giving you a spotlight, and I appreciated that, and I could see the talent, you were just not there in my eyes, So the great thing about it is that you connected with some great people. Jay Adams, the producer of the year on CPR's Unofficial Official Awards for 2021.
Great choice.
Great choice for Freestyle Producer of the Year. And it's not only about the quantity that he put out, it's the quality that he put out. And there are a lot of people that hang their hat on Jay Adams for 2021. But when we talk about you, we talk about 3 great songs that came out in 1 year, and there were no misses in these songs. We talk about "We Weren't Meant to Be," we talk about "Broken," and we talk about "Even If It's Forever." All those songs landed on a spot on CPR's top 40 freestyle songs of 2021. Now, like "Even If It's Forever," still going, and that song will be again on the 2022 list. But when it comes to "We Weren't Meant to Be," it ended up being 14 for the whole year. And "Broken" was number 2 out of the top 40 songs of 2021. So you were top 2. The number 1 song was Niasia's Time, and number 2 was Rego's "Broken." And to me, those were the best songs of 2021, the songs that we spun the most, the songs that my team really gravitated to. And we had a great top 10 of songs, but the fact that you put in so much work in 2021 to put out good quality freestyle content, that's why, to me, you are the freestyle artist of the year.
So I worked hard. I devoted my whole year to this album, and we fought. We really fought to get this album out in 2021. But it was just impossible because of the mixing and mastering, and we wanted to add another 1 or 2 songs because I was gonna come out with an 8-song LP. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I says, no, I gotta make this thing complete. So we said, oh, let's go with 10, and then we decided to go with 12. You know what I'm saying? So we kept adding to it, and and then of course, and then I started writing music. At the time I was, for a little bit of last year, I was with CMG, and then he asked me to write some music for some artists, and I did. So that was a little time consuming. Right. So that held me back from doing me, and but we're finally done. And the album, can I say when the album is coming out?
Absolutely, yeah. We're waiting for that.
So the album is uploaded, and it's ready to go. I'm gonna post the pre-release orders very soon, and the release date is February 16th. Why did I choose February 16th? Very simple, because it's my birthday.
Great choice. Yeah. So before we move to the future, we talk about your album. Here's the reason why you got Freestyle Artist of the Year in the male category. Again, not only did you put out 3 great quality freestyle songs that were spun by everyone, and people are still spinning. So the community, again, they gravitated to your songs. "We Weren't Meant to Be," check. There's a video for it. People gravitated to it. "Broken" came out. Check. People gravitated to it. They played it. At the end of the year with 418 Freestyle, "Even If It's Forever," check. People gravitated to it, started playing it. Not only that, but you also got some writing credits. You were part of Cynthia's "Are You Ready for Love?" Not only were you part of the video, but you were part of the writing of that song. So talk to me a little bit about Cynthia's "Are You Ready for Love"?
Okay, so yeah, it was a fun project actually. Like I was saying, I was approached by Frankie. He asked me, Nelson, can you write a song for an artist? And I'm like, of course. What do you want? Who and who's it for? So I know what to write about. And he was just like, "Oh, I need you to write a record for Cynthia." And I was like taken back a little bit. I'm like, here I am, just crawling in here,
Hmm.
and I'm already getting an opportunity, to write a record for this amazing artist.
Right.
Yeah, someone that I grew up listening to and singing her music. It was awesome, and I was just like taken back a little bit, but I was just like, absolutely. So I told him, I says, let me digest this, let me really come up with something nice. And I really had to put my mindset, like, I had to get in the zone, because it's not like you're writing a lyric for a man. You know what I'm saying? You literally have to get into a woman's type of thing, mentality, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then write to make sense with the lyrics.
Hmm.
So it took me a little while, it took me a couple of months to finally be like, okay, this is I got the topic. I have the topic of the
Yes.
song. So I went on vacation to Miami, and then we took a long ride to Key West. And then on my way to Key West, I started hearing some music and started getting inspired, this and that. And I says, this is the moment I'm going to write this song. So from the time I left Miami and got to way before I got to Key West, like I think it was like 20 more minutes before we got to Key West, I had the lyrics already done. And then I didn't have a hook, and then I was just like, are you ready for love? Are you ready to love me? And I was like, damn, that's like, I see Cynthia doing that and this and that. And so I bring it back to Jay Allums. Jay Allums says, yo, that's really dope, man. let's
Hmm.
let's do something. So we got, Jay Allums did the music. So it's a marriage. So basically how the song works is, when you create a song, I wrote the lyrics. So the song is not complete. So, and then now Jay's got to write the music. So right there is a marriage bond with that song. So
Hmm.
now it's, I wrote the lyrics, Jay Allums wrote the song. So together it's me and Jay Allums that did the record.
Right.
So he came up with the tune, with the song. Really dope. Very, very, like, just enough for her to get the idea. I sang the record for her. I sent it to Frankie. He was mute for like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what the hell? I guess he didn't like
He
it.
kept
So
you in suspense.
yeah. So I left it alone. I was just like, whatever. He didn't like it. So he gets back to me, calls me. He's just like, yo, bro, Cynthia freaking loved the record, man. I'm like, get out. And he's just like, yeah, it's done. She totally loves the record. So she worked with it for a little bit, and then she recorded that song twice. And the first time she recorded it, she did a great job, but I just didn't feel the elements, like the way that I really wanted that song to be sung. So I took her back in the studio, and I was there with her one on one, and she freaking nailed it. She nailed it. She
Yeah.
did such an amazing job.
It's one of the best songs released in the last 3 months. It's something that not only was a nice package put out for the freestyle versions, but they have house versions. One thing that I want to commend Jay Alms on, and it's one of the reasons why he got my producer of the year, is the fact that he paid homage to her classic songs in this new song.
Yeah.
And he did it with a new spin, a modern spin. And I love that about Jay's production. So you could hear her classic music on it, and you could hear her current music on it, and then you hear the song, the brand new song, and it just brings you back because the bass line is great, the extended version is great, the house versions are great as well.
Yeah.
I happen to have a copy of those as well. So Cynthia does sound the best in it, and the video is fun. It looks like six or seven guys trying to get a date with Cynthia.
Yeah, it was
So,
a fun time, especially hanging out with Kay and Abby. It was George Anthony. We had so much fun on that video. And obviously we did a couple of different locations. We went to C Bank's house and recorded the rest there.
Yeah.
with a whole bunch of you
I'm
guys see the
surprised.
video.
I'm surprised I didn't see you with the shirt off in the hot tub, but I
You
guess
can
either here or there.
It was freezing that day,
I
man. No
know,
way.
but the fact that you have a reunited actual AB and KL K7 along with George Anthony, everybody put a little bit of their vocals in the song, so you hear George Anthony in the background, you hear Nelson Rego in the background, you hear actual in the background, you hear both AB and you hear K. You hear a little bit of everybody. You hear your writing in there. You hear the production from Jay Allen. So it was a great way to end 2021 with that release.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's another song that's still really hot right now and going to carry over to 2022.
Just because I seem reserved doesn't mean you're not the one. Are you ready for love? Are you ready to love me? Let's make it together, make it last forever. You make me believe in love. Are you ready for love? Let's take a chance to see what love can be. Are you ready to love? Let's make a night of you and me. Let's make it together, make it last forever. You make me believe in love. Are you ready for love? Are you ready for love? Are you ready to love? Are you ready to love me? Let's make it together, make it last forever. You make me believe in love. Are you ready for love? Are you ready to love me? Want to be free. Are you ready for love? Are you ready to love me? Are you ready for love? You don't even know the price of love. Are you ready to love me?
Yeah, well, that thing hasn't even reached its peak yet. But
Yes.
but there's many more artists that I'm actually working with right now. Like Monet. Monet is a man, she is like the
Look, man,
epitome of amazingness. She is such an amazing person, and she deserves what I'm writing for her. Uh,
she she is the person that got me into this music. Bottom line.
really,
Yes, I always say that. I was young. I was in my car. I was listening to 90.7, the show that I host now, and they played this song called "Come On to Be" by Monet, and I loved it when I heard
what's
Monet.
the title of it?
It's called "Come On to Me" by Monet.
I
Um,
love that title, man.
when you hear the song and you hear her, and then you hear the greatest background vocalist in freestyle of all time, which is Jimmy Tunnel, men together.
I thought it
Are,
was
are
George Anthony.
no, he comes at a distant second, very distant, like
Of course,
way,
that
way. No,
any
but
good record out there, you already know it's George Anthony in the background.
yeah, Mr. GAT,
Yeah,
George Anthony Tunnel, the adopted son of Jimmy Tunnel. But
yeah.
I must commend George Anthony because I never thought there was somebody that could measure up to a Jimmy Tunnel. And if you listen to our unofficial official awards, you know that I give him high praise because of the fact that he did a very formidable job, and the fact that he could do these vocals a la Jimmy Tunnel is great. But Jimmy Tunnel still has a title, and if you hear Monet's "Come On to Me," it just brings you back. And when I first heard it when I was younger, I just fell in love, man, and I never stopped listening to freestyle from that point forward. So I have
Right.
to give her credit.
There you
Um,
go.
so it's great that you're writing for Monet. Who else are you writing for?
And right now, I was doing something for Kay. He sent me a record, and it was a very complex record. It was kind of difficult, and I did some lyrics and some melodies to it. I'm still not 100% with it yet, and I told him that. I says, "Kay, I'm not 100 with this yet." and just let me sleep on this, let me work a little bit. But I got busy, but I'm still gonna get that record for K. And now I have Nyasia, Nyasia Time. Actually, the song Time, because I really didn't know too much about Nyasia, and I didn't know how much of a monster that she is. You know what I'm saying? I do now. Don't
Yes.
get me wrong.
Number one
So,
song for 2021.
yeah. So now she's very popular in Brazil. So I didn't know that either. So I had the pleasure of meeting Nyasia and her family, beautiful family,
Yes.
and she I believe she's the one that approached me and asked me if I would translate the Time lyrics into Portuguese.
Wow.
And yeah, so I'm working on that too. That's gonna be a fun record. That's really gonna sound nice. And I put it through the test a little bit when I met her. I was just like, Nyasia, sing this in Portuguese. And she really had the
Yeah,
pronunciation
it's one thing to sing something in another language, but to enunciate and to say the words correctly to the point where the listener doesn't feel doesn't feel disrespected by the way that they're trying to sing. I mean, many years ago, we had songs from Collage and he tried to sing in Spanish and it was horrible. And he even tried to remake a Selena song and it was seen as a disrespect to her.
No.
So you don't want when you sing a song in a different language to be seen as something disrespectful, but as a great homage and a great translation. So you are the perfect person for that because your community does support you in a way where they're very vocal. Let me just say,
Yeah.
I've had to disqualify a couple of them when they're voting for you. I had to like, okay, relax, but they're very vocal. They're very supportive, and I do appreciate that. And I truly hope that on February 16th of 2022, they support your brand new album. Now let's talk about that for a moment. Did you think of a title for the album?
Yeah, that was right at the beginning when we started the album. Obviously, it's broken. That's
Perfect.
and the reason why it just has to be broken. We tried to give it another name, but it was just like, no, man, because that song is what really brought me into this genre, and so we just like, no, that's the mothership of Nelson Rego is broken. Broken is gonna be a song. And I'll be the first one to say it. The only thing that's me on that song is my vocals. The song was written by Jay Allums. The song was produced by Jay Allums. The melody was by Jay Allums. Everything on that song was Jay Allums. The only thing that was there was my vocals. So everything that I'm saying is exactly what happened in his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a real.
The good thing about it is that I asked Jay Allen for a brand new song in 2021, and he gave me "No, my heart is shattered."
My heart is shattered.
That he did like a 3-second thing on your song. Also in 2021, you gave a gift to some of your fans. You made a song, a remake of "Just Another Day" by John Cicada, and you gave it away for a limited time, and then you took it off the market because you are doing something with that song in 2022. what is it that you're doing with Just Another Day?
Well, that whole song. It was I've always been a John Secada fan, and it was effortless to sing that song because I used to sing his music all the time.
Right.
I'm a huge John Secada fan. So one day we were just chilling. Me and Jay were just like bored, and I was like, Jay, let's just let's just record something. So we just, I don't know how we got about what, but whatever. We just started recording Just Another Day. And we did the music one day, and then the next day we did the vocals, and that was just fun. You know what I mean? I was just having a good time with that. Now, and then I looked at Jay, and I was just like, "What are we gonna do with this now?" He's just like, "Just put it out there," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. Let's just put it out there." So I just put it out there. Then that got into Gene C 418. He heard it, Gino, and he was just like, "Yo, man, that song is crazy fire, man." And he, so he took it and he gave it to he like bring it to his EDM people, and man, I'm just telling you right now, when you guys hear that song now, there's like some really famous DJs, and I don't like to talk like this, but some really really well-known DJs in the EDM, genre, that when they heard it, they're like 100%. I want to be a part of this.
Perfect.
So yeah, they took the record, and the record is done. But
Yes.
I don't know why he's torturing me, and he says that he's only going to release it in March. I guess that's the best time to release. It's the end of January. End of March is
Right.
a good time to release music, and so he's holding it. And I mean, I wish I could. I already heard both. There's two of them. There's two really high scale DJs that I don't want to mention any names. That's he's gonna do that stuff, but I'm really humbled. And one of the DJs actually said, "Yo, this track came out so dope. Can I play this right now on my platform?" And and it
Yes.
was a big no.
Yeah. I do have the Just Another Day remixes, and I can't play them, only in my car, and they are really excellent. I won't mention who did the remixes, but it's going to be something that is going to bring you to another genre of dance music. And
I
so
really hope so, because that genre EDM, I'm a big fan. I've always been a big fan of rock, EDM, and freestyle. You know what I'm saying? And if I could put my foot in the door over there, man, that would be it. I would be like, okay, I've accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish. And with that being said, like this album, that this broken album that we did, I don't want to sound like I'm just talking straight. I'm just being, that is literally like a fraction of what I want to put out. My abilities, I have so much more inside that I want to share in my music,
right.
that I've been held back. But this next album, there's no more holding back. You know what I'm saying? And my feet are in now. I know everybody in the industry. I have the support of all the right people, all the monsters. All the most of the legends that
Yes.
and now I'm not holding back. If I'm
Excellent.
not holding back writing music to others, why should I hold back writing music for me? It just doesn't make sense. So what you guys are hearing, it literally is like 50% of my capability, and my singing capability, and my writing capability. There's so much more that I have to offer, and that I want to give, that I'm going to give on this next album that I'm going to record.
There's a guy who currently holds the title for best album, and now we're going 7 years now, having the best freestyle album in all of freestyle, and that's George Anthony's "Nothing Like Your Love." And I truly hope that the new Nelson Rego Broken album is just as good, and could be something where we have great artists with great caliber writing, great caliber production, and songs that will last. Because if you listen to "Nothing Like Your Love" by George Anthony, the songs that are on that album are songs that you can play now 7 years later, and either one, people are discovering them for the first time, or two, they're worth playing over and over again. And that's what we want. We want playability. We want it to become a classic. So for me, listening to Broken, and maybe 5 years from now, I'll have it on my phone and I'll play it in my car, and I'm like, wow, what a classic. I can listen to George Anthony's album from top to bottom and only skip Drama, but I can listen to the entire thing and maybe the slow jam. But that's because I'm a freestyle guy, so I'm listening to all the freestyle tracks. But that album is the album that's the album to beat, right? The one that all the legends were like, wow, what a great album. And I hope the same for you. I hope that when the legends hear what you offer, they'll be like, wow, he's made it. And finally, when CPR said yes at the right time, that was the right time for him to drop all these great songs. And I don't want to give myself so much credit. It's just that I just want the best from an artist. And again,
the whole thing
of the year, you gave that to us. You gave us
Yeah.
We Were Meant to Be and Broken, and those songs carried the first half of 2021 because there was nothing of that quality coming out at that time. And then at the end of the year, you hit another one. And even though after you gave Just Another Day briefly to your fans, you still came out with a brand new song on 418 Freestyle.
Yeah, so going back to that George Anthony album, and you're absolutely right. You know, every time I hear a new song from him, I'm like, gee, is this a new song? He's like, no, man, this is old. It's amazing. And,
Right.
you know, and that in between me and him, there is no competition. What we do is like, you know, so George Anthony came up with that thing. So that just brings my standards. I got to work harder to compete, you know, to be on the same level with him. And now the Broken album is going to come up. And then, of course, there's going to be songs there that are newer and that, you know, that you guys haven't heard the whole album. You guys wait until you hear the whole album. There's a lot of good stuff there. So now when George records an album, boom, he's going to bring this. So me and him keep doing this. But don't sleep on Jenny Renee. Don't sleep on Jenny Renee. I know the album. I've heard this album. I already know the album word for word. And I'm telling you, that girl, she's gonna kick some serious butt. She's got a beautiful album.
This is that Nelson Rego interview, right? But I know about the Jenny Renee album, and that's what I want. I want that trifecta. I want the best of the best, the people that are just quiet, working behind the scenes, no more puffery on social media. I want people to come out with great music that we can play for years to come and to move the genre forward. So if Jenny Renee is going to give us all hooked up 13 times in an album, we'll take that. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, already know. You already heard the record. You already know what's going to come out of this. So right now, it's literally going to be it's you know, Nelson Rego, Jenny Renee, George Anthony, you know, and then you got Poison, you know, that's another good record. So there's a lot of good stuff coming out. You know what I mean? You know, this is what it's all about. This genre should just be about music. You know what I'm saying? Not he did this, she did that, he's doing this, so blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. We're not here. We're not a soap opera. We are a music industry. Right. So this is what we're supposed to do, is make music. You know, you want to talk into the music. You want to talk bad about people, put it in your music and make it credibility. You
Battle style.
Right. It's like, but that's what this is all about. Music is it. This is what it's about. Music, creating, being artistic with your voice and creating melodies and writing lyrics. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. So put efforts into that, and this genre will go somewhere, you know. And we need a lot more people putting their efforts into recording quality stuff. You know what I mean? So, and I'm so, every time I hear a nice record, I'm like, yes, this is beautiful. This is amazing. This is helping the genre grow, because what's good for them is good for me. You know, so that's how this works. You know, it just can't be George Anthony, Nelson Rego, Jenny Renee, this and that. No, we need more. We need a whole bunch more. You know,
yeah, and I commend all the folks that are putting out good quality freestyle content. You know, Eric Christian Poison, and there's Marilyn Torres Torn. There's a lot of different great songs coming out. I know Willie Valentin got something in storage. Cynthia,
I was just gonna say that too. I was just gonna say Willie Valentin's coming out with some dope stuff.
You know, Actual's coming with something new. So we can't wait to have all these great songs. I know the League of Heroes got some stuff that's new, but this is about Nelson Rego. So again, on your birthday, February 16th, the brand new album, Nelson Rego Broken, is going to be coming out. Again, how many tracks will there be featured on the album?
There's going to be 12 tracks on the record, on the album. We're going to have physical CDs. We're going to have, uploads. I'm going to do the vinyls.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to come out with the whole brand new line of hats, shirts, the whole nine yards. When I come out, I'm going to come out right. You know what I'm saying? And, it's just going to be, I'm anticipating a really, really, really successful year, and a lot of people have been waiting for this album. I've been saying that the album's going to come out for a year now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But
So-
now it's finally here, and we're only a short amount of wait, less than a month from Nelson Rego's Broken on February 16th. Jay Allens, if you're watching this right now, my email is cprsclubhouse@hotmail.com. Please send the album over. Mr. Exclusive. Well, Nelson, 2021 was a great year for you. Again, 3 great songs. To me, you were the male freestyle artist of 2021. If someone out there has somebody else different, then that's on you. But to me, I felt that this was a great year. You arrived, you kicked butt, and 2022 appears to be just as the same. So we'll see you again for 2022 awards. And congratulations on the album coming out on February 16th. Any final thoughts from you?
No, the final thoughts is first and foremost, I want to thank the fans, all my supporters, everyone that put the work into this project, with this broken project, the videos, the music, just everybody involved, all everyone that that hired me to perform at their venues.
Yes.
One thing I can say is I never let a promoter down. When they hired me, I delivered. I did what they hired me to do, and I've performed on some really, really big stages, and that was pretty cool. So to end this is I am thank you so much for giving me that title. That means a lot to me. Of course, there's a lot of people that disagree with your decision. But I feel that I deserve that, you know what I mean? Because I did put in the work. I didn't play. I was, when everybody's gibber gabber and talking, all that craziness about me, I'm over there putting my hours, sleepless nights, flying back and forth from Miami to Boston, this and that, and doing my thing, and trying to do these videos and, making this music. And, that it's a lot of work, man. It's a really, really a lot of work that I put into this. And, and I'm going to take that hat and I'm going to wear it like a champ. And, I am proud to say that I deserve to get that. And I thank you so much for giving me that, that honor. And, but with that being said, there's a lot of beautiful artists out there, amazing artists that they'll win it next year. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they do. Just put in the work, sing your ass off, bring some good music, and this is going to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And this genre of freestyle, it's wide open for someone to take it over. Just go get it,
Well, I thank you, Nelson Rego. Again, on February 16th, it'll be his birthday, and you can get a piece of Rego on your digital downloads on your genre. That's what you just said, genre. Who's genre?
Genre, whatever.
It's genre.
Platform. The freestyle platform.
That's great. Big shout out going out to Jay Adams. Again, February 16th, Nelson Rego, the album Broken, will be out on your digital distribution sites. Hopefully in the future on vinyl and CD. And we can't wait for that. Nelson Rego, thank you so much for joining us here on CPR's Clubhouse Live.
Thank you so much to all the listeners and everyone watching. Thank you so much again. God bless you and have a great night.
This is CPR Jose Ortiz, Mr. Exclusive. Freestyle premiere on Clubhouse Dance Music and the CPR's Clubhouse Podcast.
Say that you will. Say that you'll stay. Don't ever leave me. I promise to always be your man. You delivered your heart, I will take it. I know you heard this before. This time around, I won't let you down. Oh, what I'm feeling, I believe it. Girl, I need you right now. Gotta have you somehow. We can make it. What I'm feeling, I believe it. Girl, I need you right now. Gotta have you somehow. We can make it. All that is real in so many ways. I'll never deceive you. I'll always be the best I can. You delivered your heart, I will take it. I know you heard this before. This time around, I won't let you down. Oh, what I'm feeling, I believe it. Girl, I need you right now. Gotta have you somehow. We can make it. What I'm feeling, I believe it. Girl, I need you right now. Gotta have you somehow. We can make it. Sorry that I made you cry. Sorry it ended that way. There's no reason why we can't make it right. It's you I want. You delivered your heart, I will take it. I know you heard this before. This time around, I won't let you down. Oh, what I'm feeling inside my heart, I believe it. I believe that we can make it. Girl, I need you right now. Gotta have you somehow. We can make it. I gotta have you somehow. What I'm feeling, I believe it. Girl, I need you right now. Gotta have you somehow. We can make it. Say that you will.
This is CPR Jose Ortiz, Mr. Exclusive. Freestyle premiere on Clubhouse Dance Music and the CPR's Clubhouse
Say that
Podcast.
you will.